These 5 credit cards are guaranteed to show your starting limit before you apply. That means your credit report is not affected and your credit remains in excellent condition, completely untouched. You can finally stop gritting your teeth and wringing your hands when you hit the submit application button. This allows you to peek behind the curtain and determine if you really want these cards. Once you see your starting limit, you can take a step back and sleep on it and then decide whether or not you want to accept the offer. So let's talk about Chase for a second. They're one of the toughest credit card issuers to get approved for. I mean, they like to hard pull for just about everything, but we'll discuss a way to see your Chase credit limit, like the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, for example, before actually getting the card. Let's start with the Apple Card. It's the most accessible and widely used credit card that allows you to view your credit limit before you accept the offer and trigger a hard credit pull. There's actually a way to avoid the hard pull altogether, which you'll see in a bit. The awesome part is the choice is completely up to you. If the limit that they offer you is too low for your liking, then just decline the offer and move on to something better. But if you like the offer, then just hit accept. I currently don't have any Apple products, but I do have an Apple ID, so I applied and got pre-approved for a $2,000 credit limit just a few days ago. I know it's not ideal, but I'm totally confident that I could grow that limit to well above $10,000 with a good amount of usage in just a few months. But by the end of this video, I'll have a total limit of almost $40,000, and I want you to keep an eye out for where the largest limits come from because it might surprise you. So with the Apple Card, you'll get 3% cash back at 9 or 10 select merchants, including Apple, 2% back wherever you can use Apple Pay, which is available at most major retailers at this point, and 1% back with the physical card. The cash back you earn is available on a daily basis once the transaction clears, which many other cards still don't do. And you get access to unlimited virtual card numbers whenever you check out online. Virtual cards are just digital cards that can be instantly created that have a temporary connection to your real physical card. So that helps you add another layer of security between you and random merchants that you don't fully trust. So there's been a few updates on the Apple Card situation, and it's not all good, unfortunately. Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon admitted that the bank was too ambitious in launching consumer credit after posting a $1.2 billion loss, mostly due to, you guessed it, the Apple Card. They had spent heavily to launch the Apple Card and other consumer services, and the losses were primarily related to that card. They say they're not giving up on the Apple Card just yet, but that hasn't stopped rumors from spreading that Goldman Sachs will drop the Apple Card and Capital One might be the bank to pick them up. Adding to that, there have been no large updates to the Apple Card since it launched back in 2019. To get approved for the Apple Card, you'll need at least a 600 FICO score with TransUnion, which makes this card pretty easy to get qualified for. But in the rare case that you were denied the Apple Card, you still may have an opportunity to get it even if your credit score is below 600. You might receive an offer to participate in the Path to Apple program, which is a program that allows you to fulfill a couple of tasks like making on-time payments and lowering your personal debt to improve your credit worthiness over a set period of time in order to get you approved for the Apple Card. I gotta tell you, some card holders have seen success using the item in cart hack to increase their odds of getting approved. All you have to do is place an expensive Apple product in your cart and select an installment payment plan before applying for the Apple Card. That seems to increase your chances of approval. Others have had luck using the credit freeze hack to avoid getting hit with a hard credit pull when applying. So simply put, a credit freeze just prevents anyone from using your credit to sign up for new accounts. So this process looks like this. You apply for the Apple Card, then once you receive an offer, you immediately go and freeze your credit reports, then go back and accept the offer. Another reason to freeze your credit is to protect yourself against identity theft. Thieves can steal your identity and open up fraudulent accounts in your name, trashing your credit score and ruining your chances of getting approved for anything. Did you know identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America, with a new victim every 14 seconds? I've been a victim of it too, with my personal information exposed in the Equifax data breach a few years back, and that's why I partnered with Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura is an easy to use app that includes everything you need to stay safe online. Aura protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the dark web. This is where criminals sell stolen information, looking for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers. It alerts you fast if it finds anything. For me, it found 30 instances of my personal data out there. Aura helps you fight back against those annoying websites that make your personal information public by automatically requesting a removal of your info. This also helps to reduce robocalls concerning your car's extended warranty. Aura gives you near real-time alerts for suspicious credit increases, like if someone is opening a loan or credit card in your name. Their VPN keeps your browsing history and personal information safe and encrypted. They protect your devices from viruses, malware, spyware, and Aura even helps you manage what your kids do on their devices. You can restrict certain apps and manage screen time so that they're not browsing YouTube when they should be doing their homework. Now, maybe you already have an app that does one of these things, but with Aura, you don't have to download and pay for 7 different apps. apps. You can let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online, and if you sign up using my link below, you get a 2-week free trial of the service, and you'll be shocked at how much of your personal information Aura finds out there in those 2 weeks. So go to aura.com/calbarton and click my link below, or just scan the QR code on the screen. So the next card is the Tomo Card. It really deserves to be on this list because its approval process is so simple, which we'll talk about in a few seconds. I was approved for $2,000 in spending power almost instantly. Their maximum credit limit is $10,000 currently, and they report to all 3 credit agencies. Also, I ran across a few card holders who were able to increase their limits just by using the card a handful of times for extremely small purchases. One person even said they threw on a $1 Amazon gift card, and the next morning it went from $2,000 to $4,900. Another person said that the irony is that this is the card I rarely use. For example, I use it once a month for Met Cafe, so it's like less than $2. And someone else said, I received an email that my Tomo Card credit limit increased from $500 to $1,000 in 2 months. So this card seems to be very reliant on the frequency of your usage, not high utilization. I remember when the Tomo Card first launched and it had some cashback rewards, but that system is long gone now. This card is being touted as a credit building charge card for anyone needing to improve their credit. And if you don't know, a charge card is a type of credit card that requires cardholders to pay their balance in full each month. Unlike traditional credit cards, charge cards do not have a preset spending limit and do not accrue interest on a balance carried over from month to month. But since the Tomo Card is a World Elite MasterCard, it does come with some MasterCard benefits because MasterCard is their payment processor. It has discounts for DoorDash, ShopRunner, Lyft, and Fandango, and most notably, it has cell phone protection, which I think is the strongest benefit here. And it comes with 7-day automatic payments to help keep your utilization low. To get approved, all you need is a social security number, ID, and a bank account. You don't even need to be a US citizen, and you don't need a credit score. When you sign up, Tomo will approve you or deny you with no effect on your credit score. Even if you have bad credit or no credit, it won't make a difference because Tomo is looking at the accounts that you're linking during the sign-up process to determine what your spending power should be. This has to be the easiest card to get approved for on this list, even before the Apple Card. All you have to do is prove you're making some money with deposits into your bank accounts. Next is the X1 card, and it's no longer on a wait list, and it's openly available to apply for. I even applied and received a pre-approval offer of $15,500, and then I accepted, and I've been using it for a few months, which we'll talk about. But first, let's talk about increasing your limit with the X1 card. The company says their increases happen automatically, and just like approvals, they're most likely based on how much your income increases. They tend to start you out at such a high limit. I wouldn't be surprised if most people already have close to their maximum limit already. With the X1 card, you get 2x points on every purchase and 3x points when you spend over $1,000 in a single month. That's a recent change, and I'll have to explain how that works soon. It's a metal card and it weighs 17 grams. So this is notable because unlike the Apple Card, which also is metal, you can still earn this card's highest rewards when using the physical card. You also get access to virtual cards with the added benefit of using multiple virtual cards at once. You can even set a monthly limit amount for each virtual card. That's a really nice addition, I think. So even though you can only redeem your points for full value at around 50 merchants, it does make it slightly better that those merchants are some of the largest in their categories. I've determined based on months of usage that this card can be good for families, and here's why. Because you can easily add up to 4 members and they can start using their card via the app instantly while they wait for their metal cards to arrive in the mail. Adding to that, you're rewarded the more you spend on this card, and authorized users will certainly push that spending up. If you wait and hoard your points for, let's say, 6 months, then I think most people can find a way to cash their points in for full value at one of X1's selected merchants, especially if you travel frequently. To get approved, X1 seems to be heavily relying on your income to determine credit worthiness. That's even stated in their advertisements, and during the application process, they require you to link your bank account so they can make judgments based on your income and spending patterns. So about the change to the reward system, where you earn 3x points on all purchases over $1,000 in a single month. I initially thought this was a good move, but after reading the fine print, I discovered that this is really a setback or a nerf because you only earn 3x points from $1,000 to $7,500 in spending, not on the entire amount. So most people will only be earning that extra percentage point on a couple of $100s, if that. That makes this essentially a cool looking shiny 2% card. But unlike most flat rate cards where you can redeem for statement credits or bank direct deposits, with X1 card you are limited to redemptions with their 50 or so merchants. I really don't like that. But hey, if you're getting value from this video, please hit the like button. So many people don't know this about Chase, but you can view your pre-approved credit card offers on the Just For You page in the online portal. Just hit the main menu button in the top left corner and select Just For You under Explore Products. Some of you are already eligible for for a brand new Chase Sapphire Preferred, our Reserve card, our Freedom Flex, our Unlimited card right now. The great part is sometimes Chase will show your credit limit right on the offer page. Just take a look at this person who was approved for a Chase Sapphire Preferred card with an $18,000 limit. After seeing data points from other cardholders, they're saying that these your already approved offers are pretty much certain. What you see is what you get. If you already have a Chase card that you use regularly, it's definitely worth your time to check this page out on a monthly basis. The Chase cards you'll likely be approved for on this page are the Chase Sapphire cards and the Freedom cards. The Sapphire cards offer a variety of rewards and benefits, including points or miles for travel, dining, and everyday purchases, as well as special perks such as travel insurance and priority boarding. The two most popular Chase Sapphire cards are the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which differ in their annual fee, points earning potential, and other benefits. Both cards are highly rated by consumers and travel enthusiasts for their flexible rewards program and premium travel benefits. The Freedom cards, on the other hand, are cashback based with no annual fee, focused on everyday spending. The Chase Freedom Flex card offers 5% cashback on up to $1,500 in combined purchases in bonus categories each quarter, while the Chase Freedom Unlimited card offers a flat 1.5% cashback on all purchases, plus they both offer a few additional 3% bonus categories. Now, to get approved for most Chase cards, you really need a more established credit profile. You want a FICO score over 700, with Experian to be exact, because that's the credit agency Chase pulls from. You want a yearly income over $50,000, and you'll absolutely need to stay below Chase's strict 524 rule, meaning you can't have more than 5 credit card approvals on your credit report within a 24-month period. You also cannot be approved for more than 2 personal Chase cards within a month period. Next is Nassau Federal Credit Union. They're headquartered in Maryland with about 200,000 members. I went to their website and got pre-approved for a massive, absolutely massive $20,000 credit limit in a matter of minutes. It's astounding how generous they are with these limits. I've seen numerous other people getting pre-approved for similar limits, so NASA seems to be primed to hand out large credit lines. I ended up choosing their Visa Platinum Cash Rewards cards since it earns cash back. You guys know how much I like the simplicity and flexibility of cash back. This card gives you unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases, flexible redemption options such as direct deposit, statement credits, or gift cards, and it charges no annual fees, balance transfer fees, or foreign transaction fees, which is pretty remarkable since most cards on the market will charge a transfer fee or a fee to use your card abroad on vacations. Now, to get approved for any card with NASA, you need to become a member, and all you need to do is deposit $5 into a share savings account with them. It's that simple. After you accept your offer and proceed with the application process, NASA will hard pull your Experian FICO report. Most people have been getting approved for the limit that NASA gives on the offer page, but some have complained that they were denied after submitting all of their documents. So just be aware of that. It's pretty much a standard for credit unions to require a bit of documentation verifying your identity, income, and residency. They may ask for your driver's license, W-2s, and pay stubs to push your application through the process. Also, credit unions are all about relationship building. When you're applying for any of their credit products or increasing your credit limits, that means they're looking at how long you've been a member, how much money you've deposited, and the frequency of those deposits, and how many of their products and services you've been using. They're looking for a close connection before they go all in on you. So my total limit for every card I got pre-approved for in this video was about $40,000. Listen, if you're in this position, then that's $40,000 to help raise your FICO scores, because having more available credit ultimately lowers your credit utilization rate. Also, that's $40,000 worth of purchasing power for expensive car repairs or home appliances, and that's $40,000 more dollars for helping to increase your lending credibility with new lenders who you'll be doing business with in the future. So let's think ahead. If you like this list and you want to find more cards that show your starting limit before approval, and you don't want to make the tragic mistake of applying for a card you thought was only a soft pull and then getting that notification that it was in fact a hard credit pull, then you got to check out this playlist next that covers over 10 more cards that show your starting limit first. And don't forget to grab your free stocks from Moomoo and Webull. That's close to 30 free stocks, so definitely pick up that free money. Thank you for watching.